violation on Anderson. So the game's tied at 58. There's a second left, and they might be going to overtime there in Salisbury. Wayne Eagles back on the floor Saturday at Newberry. Final road game of the season. They'll go up against a Wolves team that will be fighting for the SAC top 8 in the postseason. It's time to get you set for Carson-Newman men's basketball's contest with E&H. The Wasps won the first meeting of the regular season back in early January. Carson-Newman tries to defend its home court here tonight against E&H. Adam Cavalier gets you set for that matchup after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two defenders, chucks up a runner, it hits, count it, and one.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
A dagger for Nick. Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Tri-Light, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside in historic Frosty Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman looking to have its molten lava cake and eat it too. The Eagles going for the sweet treat of a postseason berth. And Carson-Newman, a win over against Emory and Henry, would go a long way to attaining that sweet treat. Eagles in the under consideration category for the NCAA Southeast Regional. The NCAA's rankings that go to form the field of 64 for the Division II Men's Basketball Championship. And the Eagles, one would presume based on the metrics, are inside the top 10. You need to be inside the top 8, really the top 7, considering Conference Carolinas isn't represented. And based on the metrics, Carson-Newman would be a spot in front of Emory and Henry. Eagles the last team in the rankings, we're presuming. E&H the first team out. So this a potential resume game for either one of these teams. How it all shakes out, we check in with the birthday boy, Chuck Benson. His pregame comments coming your way when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We're back on the AEC countdown to tip-off. Carson-Newman back in Holt Fieldhouse tonight against the Emory and Henry Wasps. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, the meeting down at the King Center in early January featured the worst shooting performance by a Carson men's basketball team in 12 years. Held below 30% shooting that night. How do you take lessons learned from that meeting and apply them here today inside the friendly confines of Holt?
Well, in that particular matchup, got to give credit to NH and their defense. They were really stingy, really hungry. It made it hard for us to get quality shots. So we don't really focus as much on makes or misses. We just focus more on like the quality of the attempt and who's taking them. And with our team, where we are right now in the second matchup, I like our confidence. I like how we've evolved offensively. And I'm going into tonight's game feeling really good that we're in great headspace and are prepared to put our best foot forward. Defensively, you've mixed and matched here of late between your matchup zone and what has suddenly become a quite stingy man-to-man defense when you've trotted it out. Played man for probably 30-ish minutes against Wingate before they started getting hot from three, and then switched to the zone late. What's the approach today defensively against DNH? We're going to start off with our man. But we have, some adjustments, especially in ball screen coverage and post coverage that we're going to utilize if necessary. And then the zone sort of can be utilized just to disrupt rhythm and timing and flow. So everything's on the table. We're just going to, as the game unfolds, we're going to see what we feel like needs to be utilized, give ourselves the best chance to win. ENH has a pretty wide swath and cast of characters who can score, from guys like Corbin Dixon to an efficient Jackson Crawford to Asad Matasalia. Not a team that has that one star that you know is going to take 20 shots in a game. Who do you see as the linchpin for the Wasps? We're putting most of our attention on Dixon and Crawford. Those guys are both top 10 in our conference in scoring. Of course, we've got two guys that are right there in the top 10 as well, so it's sort of tit for tat, so to speak. But they sort of go about it a little bit differently than us. But we go in collectively with the idea that we've got to make it as inefficient as possible on those two particular guys. ENH has other people that can step up for sure, but if you look over the course of this season, Dixon and Crawford have been the guys that have carried most of the weight for them.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. You look internally, and your team here in the month of February certainly has been trending the right direction offensively. What's the biggest point that you owe that to?
I think we've taken care of the ball, honestly. We've done a really good job with that. We've also, the emergence, I guess, consistent emergence of Rylan Houck has been big. I think Matt Bilbray has started to realize more and more that he's one of the more complete perimeter players in our conference, playing with great confidence. Of course, Jack has just been a sterling for the entire season. So a lot of things are coming together at the right time. So it's not just one thing. I think everybody just sort of starting to hit stride a little bit.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck today against the Wasps.
Great. Thanks, Cabby.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineup headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off comes back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This
bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. Jaws there for the tip. Ooze hit it. Ooze hit it. Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We welcome you back courtside to historic Frosty Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman and ENH on the docket here today. Eagles 15-9, 10-8 in South Atlantic Conference play. ENH a game back of the Eagles in 7th place in the standings. 14-10, 9-9 in league play. These teams 10th and 11th in RPI in the Southeast region. So this one critical in a ton of regards. Starting lineups first for E&H. It is what you would expect largely for Jimmy Allen with a 4-guard, a 1-forward lineup. The guards Jackson Crawford, sophomore out of Daleville, Virginia, averaging 15.4 a game, joined by 17-point-a-game scorer Corbin Dixon, a 6'3 sophomore out of Milton, Ontario. Freshman guard out of Tampa at 6'4 is Donnie Morris. And then Mel Hughes, a 6'4", 210-pound freshman from Geneva, Switzerland, gets the nod at the fourth guard. Assad Matasalia, the lone forward, a 6'1", 205-pound senior from Brooklyn, New York. Carson-Newman, same starting five that it has utilized in 24 out of the 25 games this season. That's Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray for the Eagles. So it'll be Illick versus Matasalia for the jump. Eagles in the pristine home whites, white tops, white shorts, orange numerals trimmed in blue. Carson-Newman written around the numbers in blue on orange. And then navy blue road jerseys for the Wasps. White numbers trimmed in gold. E&H written in blue trimmed in gold above the numerals onto the front of the jerseys. Chris McCurry has the ball in his hands. The ball is in the air. Illick wins the tip, but it's deflected out of bounds. And E&H will officially win the tip. So Wasp basketball to start this contest. And E&H, because the ball went out of bounds, I've 20 on the shot clock as they go against Carson-Newman's man-to-man defense to open up this contest. Dixon hits Matasalia top of the key. One left-hand dribble, chest pass left wing Hughes. Back up top for Crawford. 9 and 8. Crawford down the left side of the paint. Twirls and passes Dixon right wing. 6 and 5. Dixon straight on. Zips inside Matasalia. Bobbles it. Loose ball. Turnover. Stolen by Matt Bilbray. And the Eagles bring the basketball from left to right. Bilbray slips Illick right elbow, drops it off Fry right block. He pumps, gets two defenders airborne, and lays it up, and gets fouled. Charge Donnie Morris with his first. The first on Emory and Henry. And Khalees Fry goes to the line to shoot two for Carson-Newman. Fry flips the first one up and through, all strings. 1-0. Carson-Newman has the opening lead in this one. One more free throw for Khalees. Bends the knees, second one, lines it up, knocks it down, all strings. 2-0 Carson-Newman, 40 seconds in. Wasps work the ball over the timeline and enter it into the high post to Dixon. Out up top for Matasalia. One right-hand dribble, brings the ball to his waist, bounces to Crawford on the left elbow. Crawford lost the handle on it, but was fouled. Charge Matt Bilbray with his first. First on the Eagles. The ball out of bounds on the left baseline to Corbin Dixon. Dixon triggers into Donnie Morris, left wing, dribbles over and gets it to Crawford, right wing. He tries a triple, halfway down, rattles out, front side. Browder the rebound, tied up with Morris, and Browder brings it front court for Carson-Newman. Browder, head of the key, down the right side of the paint, hop step into Morris, teardrop up, airballed it. Fry an offensive rebound, peels it out to the right wing, and gets it to Browder in the right corner. Shot clock at 12, didn't reset. Browder, right baseline drive on Morris. He's hand checked on his way to the hole. And a whistle and a foul on Donnie Morris. That's two quick ones on him. Two team fouls on the Wasps, and Jalen Smith checks in for Donnie Morris. That was Donnie Morris's first start of the season, mind you. Shot clock to 20. Eagles with the ball out of the bounds, looking to extend a 2-0 lead. Bounce comes to Bilbray, right baseline. Twirls around, loops it out to the right wing, Illick. Illick, two left-hand dribbles, chest pass left wing, Browder. Screen and roll to Illick, left of the lane, pulls up, 12-footer, swishes it. First 4 points belong to Carson-Newman, 4-0 Eagles, 18:23 to play in the first half. Wasps onto the offensive end. Dixon out to Matasalia, left wing. Fakes a handoff, now does give off to Hughes on the perimeter. Hughes into the paint. Tosses out to Crawford, head of the key. Crawford behind the back for Jalen Smith. Twirling inside. Leaner won't fall. Browder snares his second rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Jack Browder halfway to matching Emmanuel Terry for seventh on the all-time sack rebounding list. On the other end, Browder tries a triple. It's short off the front iron. Long rebound into the left corner for Corbin Dixon. E&H pushes right to left. Crawford at the head of the key. Left around to Smith, screen to the left wing. Chest pass back up top, Dixon. Back to Crawford, right wing with 18 to shoot. Drops it off with a bounce right block for Smith. Backs down Bilbray, skip out left wing Dixon. Bounce it down inside to Matasalia, left block. 10 and 9 to shoot. Matasalia spins left on Illick. Shuffles to Hughes, through his hands, gathers back. Gets it to Crawford in the right corner, who switches a three. Broken play goes E&H's way. First points for the Wasps. Come 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. 4-3, Eagles leading. 17-15 to go in the first half. Out. Dribbles across the timeline, center court. Crawford defends him. Over to the right wing, Bilbray. Leaps and hits Illick right elbow. Drops it off. Fry cutting right baseline. He finger rolls it home. 4 for Khalees Fry, 6'3 Eagles. The Wasps the other way. Dixon drives the right side of the lane. Finger rolls it in and draws a foul. Count the basket. The foul on Fry. It's his first, team second. And Corbin Dixon, a 70% shooter to the line, looking to tie this game at 6 with 16:58 to go in the first half. Dixon eyes the basket and sinks the and one free throw. We're deadlocked at 6. 16:58 to go first half, 6-6. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op. Service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we're AEC, powering what matters most. Houck, right point with the basketball. Left around an Illick screen. Chest pass left corner, Browder. Dixon defends him. Loops it to the free throw line. Illick gives back to Browder, cutting inside. Drops it off for Fry on the right baseline. Fry into the paint. Kick out left wing, Houck. 6 and 5. Houck drops it off Fry, left block. 2 and 1. Fry, right hand hook. Hits the bunny. Khalees Fry with 6 of the Eagles' 8. It's an 8-6 Carson-Newman lead. 16:22 to play in the first half. E&H onto the offensive end. Dixon on a back cut. Shoves it inside. Matasalia back out to the perimeter against the man-to-man defense from the Eagles. Crawford, right point. Chest pass, right corner, Hughes inside-out action. Crawford, right point. 10 and 9. Crawford, left-hand handles, head of the key on Bilbray. Muscles his way into the paint, gets around him to the right block, lays it up. It rolls off left side. Browder's there for his third rebound. One away from matching LMU's Emmanuel Terry on the league's all-time rebounding charts. 8-6 Eagles. The other way, Bilbray, left elbow, 15-footer, halfway down and out. Matasalia rips in the rebound, and the Wasps bring it right to left down two. Smith down the right side of the paint. Whistle, an illegal screen on E&H. Charge that one to Matasalia. It's his first, the team's third, and we come to a break in the action. 15:38 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 8, Emory and Henry 6. Eagles led by 4 early. Both of the offenses fairly efficient. Back to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
8-6 Carson-Newman leads Emory and Henry. Eagles have started 3 of 6 from the field. E&H is 2 of 5. Carson-Newman has 2 more rebounds. E&H has 2 turnovers. And that's why it's a 2-point Carson-Newman lead right now, as the teams return to the floor with Houck, Bilbray, Browder, Illick, and Fry. The starting five still out there for the Eagles. E&H counters with Ritchie, Dixon, Andrew, Gerald, and Hughes. Browder goes to work inside, turn, right-hand hook, good from 6 feet. Over top of Dixon on the left side of the lane. 10-6, Eagles match their biggest lead. 15-20 to go in the first half. Jack Browder's first points. Wasps front court. Hughes lost a pass in the left corner out of bounds. Turnover number 3 for the Wasps. E&H coming off of a game against Catawba in which they turned it over 24 times, but the Eagles, well, no team in this league really pressures like Catawba does. Bilbray driving inside, zips it to Fry, right block. Fry lost it going up, got his own miss. Gets it out to Browder, head of the key. Browder driving to the rim. Right-hand finger roll. It fouls. Count it and one. The hustle for Fry to keep the play alive, and then Browder knifing to the basket. He puts a first personal on Trenton Gerald and a fourth team foul on the Wasps. E&H tied it at 6. Since then, it's a 6-0 Carson-Newman run. In the last 86 seconds, Browder looking to nudge the lead out more at the line. Browder 2 dribbles, bends the knees, and 1 free throw swishes in. 7-point edge for Carson-Newman, 13-6, off of a 7-0 run with 14:57 to go in the first half. E&H nearly a turnover, but Fry deflects a pass out of bounds into Carson-Newman's bench. It stays with the Wasps. Bounce comes between the rings to Jaden Andrew. Andrew, right around a Gerald screen, down the right side of the paint, cut off by Browder, man-to-man. Gets it out to the top of the deep key, Dixon. Dixon dive, dish, Ritchie, left corner, 3 ball, halfway down and out, rebound loose inside. Bilbray scrapes around Dixon to control it on the right block. E&H hasn't scored in 2 minutes. The Eagles are up by 7, looking for more. Bilbray, left point, right around a Fry screen, down the right side of the lane, gets to the cup, right-hand teardrop, no. Illick collects and lays it back in from the left side. 9 straight for Carson-Newman. 9 the lead for the Eagles, their biggest of the day. 15-6 with 14:13 to go in the first half. Ritchie down on the right block for the Wasps, bounces it to the left block. Gerald, layup, no. Browder blocked it and grabbed the rebound. He's tied Emmanuel Terry for 7th on the league's all-time rebounding list. Eagles bring it left to right, looking to stretch the lead to double digits. Browder attacking to the right block. Strong with the layup, an air ball. Rebound grabbed by Jaden Andrew on the left block. In transition, Dixon, left wing a 3. He snaps the skid. Corbin Dixon drills a 3 to give the Wasps their first points in 3 minutes and stop a 9-0 Carson-Newman run. Eagles move the basketball from left to right. Now ahead by 6 with 13:30 to go in the first half. Bilbray lost the handle on it. Ritchie steals it right wing. Ritchie in transition. 3 from the left wing, blocked by Houck. It's out of bounds. Good trailing defense by Houck to reject that one across the baseline. Hey, Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, so when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Inbounds comes left corner for Ritchie. He tries a 3, front of the 10, no good. Houck boxes out Atari Bolton for the rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Bilbray off to Uosis right wing, swing it Browder head of the key. Loop it left wing, Illick, skip right corner, Bilbray. Drives baseline on Ritchie. 2-hand pass, Illick left wing. Open for deep, Illick missed it off to the right. Bolton the rebound and running for the Wasp on the right block. Bolton shovels to the head of the key for Andrew. Andrew peels it to the left wing, around the Hornet goals, Bolton right point. Bolton right around a Morris screen, get it inside for Matasalia. His layup's off the mark, an air ball, but a whistle and a foul on Braden Illick. Got him with the body. First on Illick, third on the Eagles. 2 free throws for E&H and Assad Matasalia. Matasalia bends the knees, the first free throw. Rainbows through. 57% shooter on the season, 59% for his career. has pulled the Wasps within 5, 15-10, with 12:43 to go in the first half. Eagles got up by 9 with a 9-0 run, coupled with a 3-minute E&H scoring drought. Matasalia, though, has buried the second free throw, and the Wasps have scored 5 in a row to cut it to 4, 15-11, 12:40 to play in the first half. Eagles shooting 46% from the field. E&H is at 30. Carson-Newman front court. Browder on the left side of the lane, spins around, 12-foot right-hand push shot is long off the heel. Morris the rebound. E&H in transition. Left wing for Jaden Andrew. Andrew right around a Morris screen. Bounce feed. Matasalia right block. And they just straight up lost it out of bounds. He lost that one from his waist. I don't think Browder or Illick touched it. The officials say E&H ball, so credit Browder or Illick with a block. And yeah, Browder somehow got it at his waist as he put it up. E&H ball, left corner for Crawford. Baseline drive on Bilbray, flip it out. Morris straight on, triple on the way. Toilet bowl's out front side and into Browder's arms. 15-11, Eagles by 4, bringing it left to right. Haven't scored in 2 minutes after getting up by 9. Bilbray, right wing, defended man-to-man by Jaden Andrew. Bilbray takes it out to the jump circle with 15 to shoot. Right around an Illick screen, gets it to Illick at the head of the key. Back to Bilbray up top. Bilbray, left elbow, drops it off out left block, turns left and sends it in off glass. Stops Carson-Newman's near 2.5 minute scoring drought, puts it back up 6. 17-11 with 11:38 to play in the first half. Wasp front court. Crawford inside out to the right corner, Bolton. Bolton steps left, tries a triple, and swishes it. Just a 29% three-point shooter for his career. Yatari Bolton drills his 12th of the season to cut the lead in half. 17-14, Eagles by a triple. 11-17 to go in the first half. Eagles front court. Bilbray, left wing. He wants to step back 3, and he answers. Matt Bilbray has his first points. That's the first 3 of the game for Carson-Newman. They're back up 6, 20-14 with 11:02 to play in the first half. E&H onto the offensive end. Bolton for Matasalia, high post. Back out left wing, Crawford. Send it to Bolton, head of the key. Back to Crawford up top, 12 to shoot. Crawford right around a Matasalia screen, bounces on the screen and roll to Matasalia, and he draws a foul on his way to the basket. Brings us to a break in the action. Charge this, I believe, to Ivoris Uosis. That indeed is the case. First on Uosis, 4th on the Eagles. Free throws for E&H when we come back. 10:48 to play in the first half, 20-14. Carson-Newman the lead. E&H shooting free throws on the other side of this break on the Eagles Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
10:48 to go in the first half. It's a 20-14 lead on E&H. Jimmy Allen is apologizing because he stands. Jimmy's a skinny guy, though. Jimmy's a skinny guy. There's room to see around him. I can see around Jimmy Allen pretty well. He's top half of the league in guys that are easy to see around. As Assad Matasalia blanks the first free throw off the back of the rim. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Matasalia, second free throw, looking to make it a 5-point game, and he gets the roll. 20-15. Carson-Newman's lead cut to 5. E&H gets into the press. after the made free throw. Browder runs the baseline and triggers into Rylan Houck, and he's defended 94 feet by Jackson Crawford. Into the hands of Colin Brown, who spins left on Hughes to bring it across the timeline with a second to spare. Brown to the right wing. Bolton switches to him, man-to-man. Brown bounces to Houck right of the paint, 12 to shoot. Backs down Crawford, kick out Brown right wing. Brown drives on Bolton, scoops it up with the left hand, and somehow got the acrobatic circus shot to go. Tough take for Colin Brown. He's got his first points. The Eagles stretch it back to a 7-point lead, 22-15, 10-13 to go in the first half. Wasp onto the offensive end. Out of the key for Matasalia. Hands off for Dixon up top. Dixon down the right side of the paint. Off-balance runner, won't fall off the window. Houck seizes the rebound on the left block and walks it up the floor on the right side over the timeline with a 7-point lead in hand. Houck bounces to Fry, running to the rim. He finger rolls it home. Count the basket and one. 8 first-half points for Khalees Fry. The foul charged to Corbin Dixon, his first, team's 5th. Eagles have made their last 4 shots from the field, and now with an and one free throw for Fry, their first double-digit lead of the game. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. And one free throws up and through all strings. Visit the Eagle Shop online at cn.edu/Eagle Shop. First double-digit lead of the night for Carson-Newman, 25-15, 9:42 to play in the first half. Wasp with it front court. Matasalia in the keyhole. Underhand flip to Crawford right point. Crawford left on Uosis down the left side of the lane. With English. He lays it in off the window. High difficulty from Jackson Crawford. He was maybe 2 inches off the ground when he flipped that one up, but somehow got it to go. 25-17, Eagles by 8, 9:17 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Houck twists out left wing. Brown back to Houck left block. Houck muscles his way inside. His layup off the backboard, nothing else. Matasalia rips in the rebound. And the Wasps bring it right to left, down by 8 with 9:01 to play in the first half. Entry pass to Matasalia, poked away by Houck, stolen by Brown. Brown into the front court. His pass deflected at the top of the key, pilfered by Dixon. One turnover, he gets another. Dixon all the way to the rim, missed the layup. Houck seizes the overshot lay-in, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Carson-Newman +4 on the glass. Browder dribbles across the timeline with 5 points and 5 rebounds. League's leading scorer and leading rebounder takes it to the right wing. Bounces down. Fry cutting to the rim. Fry finger rolls it home. He's got 11 and 1. Khalees Fry. Second and 1 for Fry. It's a first personal on Melchior Hughes. 6th team foul on E&H. Fry with 11 points to lead all scores. And he'll head to the line for an and one free throw. Back to a 10-point Eagle lead, 27-17, with 8:31 to go in the first half. Fry. 2 dribbles, spins the ball into his left hand, rainbows up the free throw, and rolls it home. 12 first half points for Khalees Fry. Nobody on the floor for either team has more than 6. 28-17, Eagles up 11, their biggest lead, with 8:23 to go in the first half. Wasps on the offensive end. Crawford off to the right baseline for Ritchie. Ritchie trapped, gets it right corner. Crawford 13 to shoot. Crawford dribbled the ball off of his shoe tops, but gathered it back in on the corner. 9 and 8. Hughes right corner, 6 and 5. Hughes stripped by Fry. Fry comes away with it. Tie up, jump ball. Arrow favors Carson-Newman. Turnover number 5 for E&H. Khalees Fry with the active hands. To tie up Hughes would have been a hard ask for a decent shot regardless, because the shot clock at 2. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. 28-17, Carson-Newman the lead in the basketball. Houck, pass into the right corner, deflected by Ritchie, stolen by Jaden Andrew. Andrew shuffles it to Crawford, head of the key, down the right side of the paint, sends it back up top, Andrew. Inside out to Crawford, right wing. Left around an Andrew screen. Crawford takes it to the left block. Fades, pumps, lays, and hits around Khalees Fry. Pump got him. Crawford made him pay. He's got 7. Wasp cut it to 9. 28-19 with 7:28 to go in the first half. Eagles work the basketball from left to right. Browder Euroing to the bucket through contact, right hand. It falls. High difficulty for the player of the year candidate. Jack Browder has 7, puts the Eagles back up 11. 30-19 with 7:08 to play in the first half. E&H with it front court. Andrew inside out, right corner. Crawford, a fall away 3, front of the tin, no good. Uosis boxes out Gerald for the rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. E&H shooting 35% from the field. Carson-Newman's at 57%, working the ball inside. Browder, left of the lane, turns, twists, right-hand hook. Browder nails it. 9 for Jack Browder, the lead up to 13 for the Eagles. 32-19 with 6:37 to go in the first half. Wasp with it front court. Ritchie, head of the key. Right-hand dribbles against Colin Brown. Turns and it gets it to the left wing for Andrew. Andrew, left point. Left-hand dribble. Browder trying to fight through a screen from Gerald, and Browder's called for a foul. First on Browder. 5th on the Eagles. Brings us to a break in the action. 6:22 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 32. Emory and Henry 19. Eagles shooting 59% from the field. White hot against the Wasps here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Carson-Newman has built a 32-19 lead on Emory and Henry. E&H with the basketball. Out of the media timeout. Jace Herman on the floor for the first time tonight and the 3rd time in his freshman campaign. Wasps go at Herman, bounce it left wing, Ritchie. Ritchie spins around inside 4 to shoot. Inside out, 2 and 1, head of the key, straight on 3. Thuds off the right side of the backboard on a 3 from Jaden Andrew. And the Eagles control and move it left to right with a 13-point lead. Carson-Newman has made its last 3 shots from the field. Illick right elbow, zips it to Herman in the left corner. It's through his hands and out of bounds for Carson-Newman's 4th turnover. Ball back to the Wasps. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. Wasp basketball, Eagles trap the post. Wasp passed out of it over to the right corner for Hughes. Hughes gets it into the paint, backs it out. Andrew head of the key. Andrew crossover dribble, dish Hughes right corner. Hughes fires a long 2 from the right elbow and connects from 16. First points for Melchior Hughes off his first shot. 32-21, Eagles up by 11. And the officials stop play because there is a nice damp spot that one of them slipped on. So they want to get the perspiration mopped up and taken care of. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. 11-point lead for the Eagles. They've made their last 3 shots. Illick, left side of the paint, peels it out to the left wing, bounces to Browder, left block. Back to the basket on Dixon. Turns, shot. Dixon blocked it. Matasalia grabs the rebound on the left baseline. The Wasps bring it from right to left. Ritchie, left wing threes off the mark. Rebound, poked out of bounds by Andrew on the left block. And it's back to Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman shooting 57% from the field. ENH is 7 of 20. That's 35%. And therein lies the difference in this one. Carson-Newman's +5 on the glass. Eagles have a 7-4 advantage in points off turnovers. And a 7-0 advantage in second chance points. Illick, middle of the lane, kicks out Bilbray, right wing, open look from deep. Bucket! Matt Bilbray drains his second three of the half, and the Eagles stretch the advantage to 14. 35-21 with 4:34 to play in the first half. Left block for Andrew, gets it to Hughes. Hughes into the paint with the right hand. Turns and lobs out right wing Dixon. Dixon muscles his way inside on Herman, gets to the left block, lays it up through contact, no. Matasalia, second chance, that's short. Browder grabs his 6th rebound, and the Eagles bring it left to right with a 14-point lead, and 4:12 to go in the first half. Bilbray yo-yoing the basketball at the top of the key. Right around an Illick screen, takes it to the right baseline. Bilbray turns, shoots from 10, left it short. Ritchie collapses for the rebound in the orange paint, and the Wasps bring it right to left. Andrew bangs his way inside on Illick, twists out and bounces to Ritchie head of the key. Ritchie working on Herman, sends it between the rings to Jaden Andrew. Andrew drives on Illick to the right block, gets to the cup, his layup won't fall. Houck boxes out Matasalia and grabs the rebound in the middle of the lane. Fourth board, for Rylan Houck. 35-21, Eagles by 14, 3:30 to play in the first half. Eagles got the lead out with a 9-0 run. They've slowly extended out since. Illick, right point. Dials long distance and connects. Browder drops his 4th dime. Braden Illick buries the 3rd three of the half for the Eagles. And the lead is 17. 38-21 with 3:14 to go in the first half. It's a 6-0 run from beyond the arc for the Eagles. Ross, front court. Dixon, a pass. Hit everything on the scorer's table. Computer, the stat computer. The stat computer has been hit. Drinks have been knocked over. Chaos on Press Row and Holt. 38-21, Eagles by 17, and we're back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
.256 to go in the first half. A 38-21 lead for Carson-Newman. Officials headed to the monitor because when the ball came out of bounds, it knocked everything off on the scorer's table. And the clock kept rolling as a consequence. Can't fault the operator there. And so they'll put 3:07 on the clock and a 38-21 lead for the Eagles. Carson-Newman looks to continue to push it out with a 6-0 run. ENH hasn't scored in 2:20. Eagle basketball. Bilbray, screen and roll to Illick. Dribbles it through the middle of the lane, got back tapped. It's out of bounds and stays with Carson-Newman with 21 to shoot. Carson-Newman 58% shooting here in the first half. They have taken the ball to the hole. Just 5 threes shot in the first half. Browder in the left corner. Backs his way left baseline. Kick out Illick left wing. Back to Browder left block. Backs down Dixon. One dribble. Turns. Right hand hook. Browder sinks it. 11 for Jack Browder. He's the second Eagle into double figures. It's an 8-0 run for Carson-Newman. to get up by 19, 40-21 with 2:36 to play in the first half. Dixon left point tries a triple, and he drains it to stop a 2.5-minute E&H scoring drought. That breaks up the Eagles' 8-0 run. 40-24, Eagles by 16, 2:22 to play in the first half. Bilbray between the rings, defended tightly by Andrew. Andrew steals it. Andrew down the right side of the paint, coast to the cup, and gets the charity roll off the front iron on the transition bucket. 5-0 run for the Wasps to get within 16, 40-26 at the 2-minute mark of the first half. Bilbray out to Illick at the top of the key. Illick sends it to Browder left corner. Catch three on the way. Browder buries it. 14 first half points for Jack Browder. Eagles are 4 of 6 from beyond the arc and back up by 17. 43-26 with 100 seconds left in the first half. Inside for Dixon for the Wasps. Gets it left corner. Bolton back to Dixon left block. Back to the basket on Fry, man-to-man. Trap comes from Browder. Scramble around to the right wing. Melchior Hughes tries a triple. Halfway down and out. Fry elevates in the middle of the lane for his third collected carom. And the Eagles walk it over the timeline right side with a 17-point lead and 75 seconds to go in the first half. Browder, left point defended by Corbin Dixon. Browder spins left, goes down the left side of the lane, spins right into the paint. Matasalia stripped him. 6th Eagle giveaway. Wasp front court. Crawford loops it left corner. Hughes. Hughes bounce it head of the key. Andrew. Andrew spins around, works against Fry. Chest pass right wing for Dixon. Dixon between the legs, start and stop, dive, dish, right corner, Andrew. Andrew into the paint, drops the shoulder, 8 to shoot, hands off Hughes right block. Hughes stumbling, gets it to Andrew, teardrop on the way, missed it off to the right. Browder's got his 6th rebound. He's past Emmanuel Terry and a 7th place all by himself on the league's all-time rebounding chart. 30 seconds left in the first half, 20 seconds to shoot, and Chuck Benson will utilize his use it or lose it 30-second timeout. 43-26, Eagles by 17. Carson-Newman's shooting 61% from the field while limiting E&H to 33% shooting. These Fry shaken up on the play. Might have gotten poked in his eye. Nick Peters out to tend to him, and the mop's out to deal with the perspiration. Had a janitor friend back in high school who used to say that you got to have a good, clean, playable floor to play basketball. I got to tell you, this floor very clean, very playable. 26.6 seconds left in the first half. 43-26. Carson-Newman by 17 on Emory and Henry. Eagles have used 9-0 and 8-0 runs in this one to build a 17-point lead. It's been as large as 19 for the Eagles. Hot shooting for the Carson-Newman offense. Great rebounding, +8 on the glass, coupled with 32% shooting for the Wasps. Reason for this big first half lead for the Eagles. Inbounds will come into the backcourt to Matt Bilbray. He's got a 7-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Shot at 13, game at 20 as he brings it across the timeline, and Andrew defends him. Browder with it, left point. Out to Bilbray, head of the key. Loops it to Illick in the middle of the lane. Turns, shoots from 10, swishes it. Braden Illick has 9. 6 seconds left. Eagles by 19. Andrew down the right side of the lane, into the right corner for Morris. Morris shuffles off. Matasalia left block. Went for the dunk. Mishandled it. That is how the first half comes to a close. Carson-Newman holds E&H without points over the final 2 minutes of the period. And the Eagles carry a 45-26 lead into the halftime locker room. Quality first half of basketball for the Eagles. Efficient offense, strong defense. Eagles up at the break. Eagle Shop halftime report heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. As Carson-Newman has a 45-26 halftime lead over the Emory and Henry Wasps. Offense efficient for Carson-Newman. Eagles shoot 62% from the field. Defense high quality as well, limiting the Wasps to 31% shooting and 31% as well from beyond the arc. Eagles +9 on the boards. Turnovers are even. But Carson-Newman has an edge in points off turnovers. And in spite of these teams shooting, let's just put it this way, Carson-Newman missed 11 shots in the first half. E&H missed 20 shots. They have the same number of offensive rebounds, 3. Carson-Newman has scored points on every one of their misses. E&H has not scored points on any of their second chance opportunities. That is a big reason for this 19-point margin at the break for Carson-Newman over Emory and Henry. Jack Browder leads all scorers with 14 points. He's 6 of 11 from the field and has 7 rebounds to boot. Browder has moved past Emmanuel Terry of Lincoln Memorial and in the 7th place on the league's all-time rebounding charts. Browder officially with 857 rebounds in his career. Khalees Fry was the recipient of some good back cuts early. He has 12 points for the Eagles. And then Braden Illick, an efficient 9, 4 of 5 from the field, and 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Emory and Henry got 9 points from Corbin Dixon. Efficient 9 at that, 3 of 6 and 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And then Jackson Crawford, 7. So the 2 leading scorers for the Wasps doing pretty much what their averages suggest, but nobody else has more than 3 for Emory and Henry, as Carson-Newman limits the Wasps to 31% shooting in that first half. The Eagles utilized a 9-0 run to get up by double digits early, and then an 8-0 run, or a 12-2 run, in the latter stages of the first half to stretch the lead out to 19, and that is where it sits at the halftime break. A 19-point edge for Carson-Newman at the half. It is the second largest halftime lead for Carson-Newman this season, second only to when they are up 33 on opening night against King. But, as Chuck Benson frequently says, tones are set in the first half, but games are won in the second half. So we'll see if the Eagles can deliver a similar performance after halftime. When we come back, we'll take you around the league and Eagle Shop scoreboard update. It's the air when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman is up 45-26 at the halftime break over the Emory and Henry Wasps. The Eagles utilizing 9-0 and 8-0 runs to stretch that lead out. Earlier today, Carson-Newman's women snapped a 4-game losing streak with a 91-63 win over ENH. They were up 40-34 at the halftime break and then outscored the Wasps 29-8 in the third quarter to win it running away. Caroline Hill, new career high with 30 points, and man was she efficient. 10 of 11 from the field and 8 of 9 from beyond the arc to shoulder the scoring load with no Jen Sullivan on the floor. She was not even dressed today, out with an illness. Carson-Newman softball wins 2 in 2 very different ways today over Shorter. Game 2, a run rule win, 13-5 over, or 13-0 in 5 innings over the Hawks. Macaulay Bailey goes 2 for 3 with 4 RBI. Abby Martin 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. Malia Smith, 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored and 3 RBI. An Eagle offensive onslaught in that one as Erica Romika logs a 2-hit complete game shutout while striking out 6 and walking 1. And then game 1 was just bonkers. 13-12, Eagles win it in 8 innings. Shorter rallied from a 4-run deficit to tie the game in the bottom of the 7th. Then the Eagles dropped a 6-run top of the 8th inning before Shorter rallied and scored 5 in the bottom of the 8th and had the tying run in scoring position before a pop-out ended it. So Carson-Newman wins 13-12 and 13-0. 26 runs for the Eagles combined in the doubleheader. On the hoops hardwood, some meaningful games here today. League-leading Anderson is at Goodman Gym taking on Catawba. Trojans hot shooting to start, 7 of 11 from the field. They're up 18-15 on the Indians with 11:46 to go in the first half. Coker is at Lenore Rhine. The Bears struggling to shoot from the field, 4 of 12 from the field, but up 11-10 on the Cobras at Shuford Arena. Lincoln Memorial has traveled to Mars Hill to take on the Lions. That game does not have stats attached to it yet. Wise is at Tusculum, who's in a 3-way tie for 8th in the league standings. And the Pioneers up 40-38 on Wise a couple minutes before the halftime break. And the final game is in Cuddy Arena, where Wingate takes on the Newberry Wolves. And the Bulldogs up by 8 on Newberry late in the first half. Here in Holt Fieldhouse, it's a 45-26 halftime lead for Carson-Newman over Emory and Henry. Second half action heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up 3 on the way. Got it! Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand, where the Eagles have a 45-26 halftime lead on Emory and Henry. Before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID across the Eagle Sports Network. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you alongside here in Holt Fieldhouse. Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. Our director tonight, Ava El Halou. Replay operator, Jay West. And our camera crew, Mitzi Ayala, Dayton Jernigan, Kennedy Goins, and Connor Wills. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand as the Eagles lead it by 19 at the halftime break. Carson-Newman with really efficient offense and great defense. And Browder, Bilbray, Houck, Fry, and Illick on the floor to start the second half for the Eagles. Morris, Crawford, Hughes, Matasalia, and Dixon out there for Emory and Henry. E&H basketball out of the halftime break. And the Wasps will work with it from left to right in navy blue road jerseys. Crawford with the ball in his hands to start the second half. Bounces. A pass that's stolen by Fry but taken back by Dixon in the backcourt. One turnover quickly begets another. And the Wasps take two. Left elbow for Matasalia. Bounces inside Crawford. Spins right. Layup off the underside of the rim. Browder there for his 8th rebound inside. And the Eagles move from right to left with it. Bilbray. Right around an Illick screen at the top of the key. Zips it to Illick left wing. Underhand toss to Browder. Back to Illick left of the lane. Illick back to the basket on Matasalia. Kick out Browder. Left wing. Triple. Toilet bowls out front side into Hughes' arms for the Wasps. E&H front court. Hughes. Spin move on Houck down the right side of the lane. Bounce feed out for Morris right wing. He misses a three. Front of the 10, no good. Browder, a 9th rebound on the left block. Eagles sprint right to left. Browder, head of the key. Drives on Matasalia. Inside, 1-on-3, didn't get the roll. Browder searching for an offensive rebound. He has it. Gives to Fry from his keister right block. Kick out. Houck, head of the key, three. Bullseye! Browder's got a double-double. And the Eagles are up by 22. 48-26 with 18:34 to play in the second half. Wasp front court. Left wing. Hughes a triple. Front iron, no. Fry muscles in for the rebound. And the Eagles bring it right to left. 48-26 with 18:20 to play in the second half. Bilbray down the left side of the lane. Gets underneath the basket. Kick out Illick. Head of the key. Straight on. Triple. Bang, bang! Braden Illick has 12. The Eagles have their 15th assist of the day. And Carson-Newman has started the second half on a 6-0 run to get up by 25. 51-26 with 17:58 to play in the second half. Right point, Crawford a three. It's off the mark to the right. Houck grabs the rebound on the right block. The Eagles sprint right to left. Houck for Fry right block. Pumps, lays, and hits off the glass. 8 straight for the Eagles to start the second half. They're up 53-26. 27-point margin with 17:35 to go in the second half. 4 minutes without points for E&H spanning the halftime break. That stops here. Matasalia in the middle of the lane. Feathers it in with the left hand from straight on. 53-28. Eagles by 25, 17:22 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman front court. Browder down the right side of the paint. Leans in. He doesn't get the right-hand runner to fall, but he does draw a foul on Corbin Dixon. It's a second personal on Dixon, a first team foul on Emory and Henry. And Jack Browder to the line for 2 free throws. Browder, career double-double, number 38, his 13th of the season. And Browder swishes the first free throw. 54-28, Eagles by 26. One more free throw for Jack Browder. Browder, 2 dribbles, bends the knees, and he's true on the second. 16 for Jack Browder. 1,955 points now for him in his career on his march toward 2,000. Wasps on the offensive end, right corner. Crawford triple. It's off the mark to the right. Browder, Matasalia scrapping for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Matasalia's hands, off the left block. Ball back to the Eagles as Jalen Smith checks in to replace Matasalia. Browder looks, gets it into Ryland Houck in the backcourt. Full court pressure on for E&H. Browder across the timeline left side. It's Illick out of the key, back to Browder. Browder over to Illick left wing. He measures a 3. Dead-eye! 15 for Braden Illick. He's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Browder has his 5th assist, and the lead is 30 for Carson-Newman. 58-28 with 16:35 to go in the second half. Head of the key 3. That's off the mark from Smith. Browder didn't control the rebound on the right block, and Ritchie has a look what I found layup on the left side of the lane. 58-30. Eagles by 28. 15:21 to play in the second half. 13-2 run for Carson-Newman to open up the second stanza. Bilbray down the left side of the lane, spins in, right hand scoop, no. Fry an offensive rebound, tip, that won't fall. Andrew out of the fray with the miss. He races front court for E&H down 28. Out of the key for Jalen Smith. Muscles inside on Illick, lays it up and draws a foul. Charge this to either Illick or Fry. It's on Illick. Second on Braden, first on the Eagles of the half. We come to a break in the action. 15:56 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 58, Emory and Henry 30. Eagles have led by as many as 30 in this one. We're back to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
15:56 to go in the second half. 58-30. A 28-point lead for Carson-Newman over Emory and Henry. Eagles used an 18-2 run spanning the halftime break, coupled with a 4-minute scoring drought for the Wasps around the half to stretch it out to as large as 30 at times. But Jalen Smith, a 48% free throw shooters at the line, looking to chip into it for E&H. His first one rattles in, does not have the stroke of a 48% free throw shooter. That's a good-looking foul shot, 18-39 now at the line. One more free throw for Jalen Smith. 3 dribbles, bends the knees, second one's on the way. It rattles out, no good. Browder got a paw to the rebound, but it's controlled by Andrew. Second chance for the Wasps. Smith down the right side of the lane. He lays it up and in. A reverse three-point play for Emory and Henry. They're down 25. 58-33 with 15:42 to play in the second half. Eagles break E&H's press. Illick left wing, triple, buckets. 18 for Braden Illick, 61-33. Carson-Newman efficient, 8 of 11 from beyond the arc in this one. Wasp front court. Bolton twisting, turning, hits Smith down the left side of the paint, all the way to the cup. He lays it in. 61-35, Eagles by 26, 15-17 to go in the second half. Full court press on for the Wasps. Bilbray across the timeline, center court, defended the whole way by Jaden Andrew. Gets it to Illick left wing, up top for Bilbray. Bilbray Harassed by Andrew man-to-man. Bilbray right around an Illick screen. Screen and roll action to Illick. Left point, step back three, left it short. That was a heat check for Braden. He was 4 or 5 from range. Wasps grab the rebound and move left to right in Navy. Bolton, head of the key. Bolton swings it left wing for Jaden Andrew. Andrew out to the right corner, Melchior Hughes. He spins inside on Houck, flips it out left wing Ritchie. Flyby, steps right, three, knocks it down. 5 for Ritchie, 61-38. Eagles by 23. 14:28 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman harassed in the backcourt by E&H's press. 5-0 spurt for the Wasps to get it down to 23. Illick head of the key, straight on triple. Back of the 10, no good. Rebound thuds into Ritchie's hands, and the Wasps bring it left to right, down by 23. Ritchie, left wing, down the left side of the lane. Layup up, no. Well strong. Rebound grabbed by Smith. He lost it on the floor. Browder out of the fray with the basketball. Browder races front court for Carson-Newman. Doesn't have numbers. Peels it back. Fried, Euroing down the left side of the lane. Right hand layup. Got the roll. Backboard. It tantalizes on the front iron and then falls through the strings. 14 for Khalees Fry. 25 the lead for the Eagles. On the other end, Melchior Hughes tries a three. It's off the mark, back of the rim. Browder had the rebound. Got stripped by Smith. Those two tied up. Jump ball favors Carson-Newman. Browder was checking his nose when he grabbed the rebound. Smith raced in and tied him up. Sweat mops are out. Subs are in for E&H. Still Carson-Newman basketball. 13:35 to go in the second half, up 63-38 on Emory and Henry. Eagles shooting 59% from the field. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location, get your Carson-Newman debit card, and show your Eagles pride. Houck races across the timeline right side, zips it into the right corner for an open Illick three ball. Illick rattles it in. 21 for Braden Illick. 66-38, back to a 28-point lead with 13:17 to go in the second half. It's Illick's 5th career 20-point night. Inside, Gerald, layup, reverse, blocked by Illick. Gerald got it back. Kicks it out to the right wing for Andrew. Between the legs on Browder. Gets into the paint, floats it out, Bolton left corner. Catch three, rainbows up, short off the left iron. Illick plucks the rebound from the sky on the left side of the lane. And the Eagles mosey right to left with a 28-point lead in hand and 12:50 to go in the second half. Bilbray down the left side of the lane, spins right, fades, tough shot, won't go down. Rebound poked out to the perimeter. It should be off of E&H. Emory and Henry had the tip. Officials say they want a review, I believe. Not sure if Chuck Benson challenged or not. We'll step aside for a break. 12:39 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 66, E&H 38. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Officials have looked at the monitors, and it is Carson-Newman ball. So I'm not sure if Chuck Benson challenged that one or not, but upon review, it is Carson-Newman basketball with a 66-38 lead. And 12:39 to go in the second half. Eagles efficient offense, 58% from the field, 9 of 14 from beyond the arc, and really good defense as well, holding E&H to 31.8% shooting. Bill Bray, right wing with the basketball for Carson-Newman. Gets it into the right corner for Khalees Fry. Fry, lob to Houck, right block. Houck draws a trap, got stripped, loose it in the right corner. It's taken by Jaden Andrew. First turnover of the half for either team. Wasp front court, Dixon right corner, transition three, he swishes it. 12 for Dixon. He's the first Wasp into double digits. Net got stuck in the rim, thus the delay. Dixon stops a 2-minute, 20-second scoring drought for E&H and pulls them within 25, 66-41 with 12-12 to go in the second half. Browder, defended by Dixon as he crosses the timeline left side. Switch to by Morris. Browder left wing. Morris with a left hand, high hand. Browder drives on him, lost the handle on it. Browder has it, flips it to Illick. It's loose on the left baseline, saved in for Crawford on the right block. Back-to-back turnovers for the Eagles. Lost the other way. Left corner, Dixon. Pump fakes a three, baseline drive, kick out Bolton head of the key. Bolton down the left side of the paint, twirls around, fades with the left elbow, misfires from 15. Morris poked the rebound left corner. It's corralled by Andrew. Second chance for E&H. Crawford right wing. NBA range three. Off the mark, front of the 10. Rebound poked out of bounds off of Andrew, and it's back to Carson-Newman. 11:26 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 66. Emory and Henry 41. Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes, but they've turned it over on consecutive possessions. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
11:26 to go in the second half. 66-41. Carson-Newman leads it over Emory and Henry. 9-0, 8-0, and 18-2 runs for Carson-Newman in this one have had the Eagles in front by as many as 30. Carson-Newman with a quality effort here in the friendly confines. They're inbounding to Rylan Houck in the backcourt. Gets it into Bill Bray's hands. He dribbles across the timeline center court. Left around the Browder screen. Bill Bray left wing with a basketball. Sends it to Houck, head of the key, inside Browder. Turns right hand hook. Browder left it short off the front iron. Bolton the rebound. The Eagles' scoring drought continues. More than 2 minutes without points, but up by 25. Andrew from Bolton at the top of the key, around to Dixon right wing. Dixon drives on Bill Bray, cut him off, backs it out right wing. Morris measures a three. It toilet bowls out front side. Browder has his 13th rebound. And the Eagles work it right to left. Browder 4 assists away from a triple-double as well, mind you. Browder, left wing with the basketball against Jaden Andrew. Browder spins to the right, into the lane. Right-hand hook, left it short. Rebound grabbed by Donnie Morris. E&H gets it front court. Eagles haven't scored in 2.5 minutes, but up by 25. Bolton middle of the lane. Gets it to roll from 12 feet out over the SAC logo with the right hand. Atari Bolton has 5 points, 66-43. Eagles by 23 with 10-12 to go in the second half. Eagles haven't scored in 3 minutes. The loss for 2 of their last 9 from the field, mind you. Bill Bray front court for Carson-Newman. Off to Houck in the left corner. Drops it off inside for Browder, left block. Browder, 10 to shoot. Backs down Andrew, kick out Bill Bray left wing. Bill Bray inside, zips Browder in and out of his hands and out of bounds. Empty possession for Carson-Newman. Chuck Benson wants a timeout. 9:51 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 66, Emory and Henry 43. We've been mired in the offensive doldrums over the last 3 minutes. 5 points for E&H, a 5-0 run for the Wasps in that stretch, while the Eagles have 3.5 minutes without a score. We're back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
9:51 to go in the second half, a 66-43 lead for Carson-Newman on Emory and Henry. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at seeandeagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Eagles have maybe switched to their matchup. No, still man-to-man. Well, maybe in the matchup. The Wasps have it front court. Matt Bilbray is called for a foul on Amari Curley on the perimeter with 15 on the shot clock. Second on Bilbray. Second on the Eagles. Shot clock resets to 20. And the Wasps have the ball out of bounds in front of their own bench. Down 23. They've scored the last 5 in this one. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 4 minutes. Right corner. Here's a three for Bolton off the front of the tin. No good. Rebound kept alive by Houck. Corralled by Uosis at the head of the key. Gets it into Bilbray's hands, and the Eagles bring it right to left. 4 minutes without points for Carson-Newman, but E&H has only gotten the lead down to 23. Browder, a wild drive with the right hand, and he draws a foul. Charge the personal to Corbin Dixon, his third, the second of the half. They've both been on Dixon. And Jack Browder will head to the line to try to stop a 4-minute, 15-second scoring drought for the Eagles. 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes for Carson-Newman. Browder swishes the first free throw. He's 4 for 4. To give Carson-Newman its first points in a media timeout. 67-43 Eagles by 24. Browder second. A swish as well. He's got 18. He has 18. Khalees Fry has 16. And Braden Illick has 21. 3 Eagle scores in double digits. Crawford inside out action to Ritchie for a right point three. Barely draws iron. Curley an offensive rebound. Back to Ritchie. Left wing three. This one's through. 2 of 6 from beyond the arc for Sam Ritchie. He's got 8 points. Wasps cut it to 22. 68-46 with 8:47 to play in the second half. Brown driving inside. He lays it up. Doesn't get the roll. And a whistle and a foul. Charge it to Ritchie. His first. Third on the Wasps. And 2 free throws for Colin Brown. The Eagles have not made a shot from the field in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. A string of just 3 straight misses for Carson-Newman. But there's been 3 turnovers in that stretch, a few free throws. Colin Brown's first free throw rattles in and out, no good. Brown made the first 12 free throws of his Carson-Newman career. Started 12 of 12, and since then 8 of 28 at the line. Make it 9 of 29. He goes 1 for 2. Back to a 23-point Eagle lead, 69-46 with 8:40 to play in the second half. E&H front court. Crawford down the left side of the paint. Gets inside, reverse layup, sends it in off glass. Jackson Crawford has 9 points. E&H is within 21 after trailing by 30, 69-48 with 8:22 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman ball on the offensive end. Brown, left wing, right hand dribbles, spins left, goes down the left side of the lane, hop step, left block, finishes through contact. 5 for Colin Brown, 71-48, Eagles by 23, 8:03 to play in the second half. E&H front court. Dixon drives the middle of the lane, twists around, pivots, bounce pass, Crawford left point. Crawford, hand in his face, fires a three and connects. 12 for Jackson Crawford. He's 2 of 7 from range, and the Wasps are down 20. 71-51, 7:44 to play in the second half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Uosis left point. 2 right-hand dribbles, hands off to Howe, the head of the key, around to Browder right wing. Browder drives on Dixon to the right block. Through contact, no. Rebound loose, left to the lane. Hughes out of the fray with the rebound. E&H brings it left to right. They've made their last 3 shots. Ritchie turns inside, gets it out to Crawford left corner. Crawford, left baseline drive on Bilbray, fades from 15, barely grazes iron. Houck the rebound. He's tripped, and a whistle and a foul. Charge this to Melchior Hughes, his second. Team's 4th. Carson-Newman basketball when we return. Stick around for the Domino's postgame report after today's game for the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. 71-51 Eagles up, 7:12 to go in the second half. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
7:12 to go in the second half. 71-51. Carson-Newman leads Emory and Henry behind a combined 55 points from Jack Browder, Braden Illick, and Khalees Fry. Fry, Illick, Browder, Houck, and Bilbray on the floor for Carson-Newman, up by 20 with 7:12 to go in the second half. They led by 19 at the break and by as many as 30 on the heels of an 18-2 run spanning the halftime break. E&H deflection on the inbounds. Stays with Carson-Newman, and now Jimmy Allen says, hey, I want that reviewed. So Jimmy Allen is charging the deflection out of bounds. And Chris McCurry, as well as Mike Scott and Tavares Armour, head over to the monitor to take a gander at the previous play. Other scores from the South Atlantic Conference at the end of the first half. Anderson a 45-40 lead on the road at Catawba. 13 points from Rashawn Engelman. Lenore Ryan putting it on Coker, up 52-30 at the halftime break. 19 points from Blesson Kimball in that one. How about this? 16:54 to play in the second half. Lincoln Memorial 39, Mars Hill 36. Lions had a 30-26 halftime lead, but LMU has outscored them 13-6 in the second half. 6:20 to play in the second half. Tusculum has made 5 of its last 7 shots and has a 68-64 lead on UVA Wise. And Carson-Newman's next opponent, Newberry, down by 1 at Wingate, 48-47. With under 8 minutes to go in the second half of that game. That was a 7-point Wingate lead at the halftime break. Newberry has rallied in spite of shooting 29% from the field after halftime. 15 second chance points, the story for the Wolves. So Jimmy Allen has lost his coach's challenge. It is Carson-Newman ball. And E&H will also be charged a timeout. So the Wasps have a 30 and a full left. Same deal for Carson-Newman. Browder inbounds from the corner. Gets it into Illick on the left baseline in the backcourt. Gets it into Browder's arms, and Browder is fouled in the backcourt as he tried to split two. It is on Dixon. That is his fourth. The team's fifth. So the shot clock resets to 30 because the foul happened in the backcourt. And the mop is out to take care of the perspiration on the floor. It's an off night for All-American mop man Tyler Needs. Keep his usage down, getting the stretch run. Let some of the other elite moppers in the sack get after it. Browder inbounds to Bilbray in the backcourt. He works across the timeline against Andrew. Gives off to Browder on the left wing. Browder, a reach called on Jaden Andrew. First personal on Andrew, sixth team foul on E&H. Free throws for Carson-Newman the rest of the way. Up 20, 71-51 with 6:56 to play in the second half. Bilbray with the basketball on top of the jump circle. Right around an Illick screen to the right wing. Bilbray spins around on Smith. Pulls up, right elbow. Switches the 15-footer. 8 for Matt Bilbray. 73-51. Eagles by 22. 6:40 to play in the second half. Ritchie head of the key off to Smith right point. Smith down the right side of the lane. Bounces out to the right wing for Dixon. Dixon bounce back to the right block for Smith. Smith works inside on Illick. Turns right, drops the shoulder. Reverse layup. Ejected out of bounds by Khalees Fry. And it stays with E&H with 10 to shoot. Fifth block of the day for Carson-Newman on Fry's rejection. Dixon to trigger left baseline. Bounces into Crawford in the left corner. 7 and 6 out to the top of the key. Smith straight on three. He swishes it. Just his second made three of the season. He was 1 for 7. Inbounds comes to Fry in the front court. Ahead to Bilbray, coasting to the cup. Left hand, he finishes. Got knocked down by Sam Ritchie for his trouble. 75-54. Eagles, or 75-56 should be. 75-54. Eagles by 21. Other way, Smith banks in his second three. He'd hit one all season. And he's 2 for his last 2 to make it an 18-point game. 75-57. Eagles by 18 with 5:43 to play in the second half. Browder fouled in the backcourt on a reach by Jalen Smith. Fortunate there because there is 1 second to get it across the time. Oh, hold on. It might be a timeout for Chuck Benson. Let's see. Timeout. So a 30-second timeout for Chuck Benson. Pardon me. Not a foul. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Chuck Benson's confirming how much time Carson-Newman has to get it across, and the 10-second count does reset. 75-57, Eagles by 18 after leading by 19 at the halftime break and by as many as 30 in this one. E&H playing free and loose. Jalen Smith, who'd made 1 3 all season, has hit 2 in his last 2 attempts to get the Wasps within 18. 75-57 with 5:40 to play in the second half. Browder will inbound on the far sideline. Dixon defends him. Full court pressure on for Emory and Henry. Browder looks to Illick in the backcourt. He grabs it, gets it to Matt Bilbray. And Bilbray has 4 seconds to get it across the timeline. Does so with a second to spare. And now 10 on the shot clock for the Eagles. 9 and 8. Bilbray between the rings. Goes between the legs. Lost the handle on it left wing. Spins 4 and 3. Bilbray left elbow. Pull up. Splash! 12 for Matt Bilbray, back to a 20-point lead. 77-57, 5:12 to play in the second half. Wasp front court. Fry a steal on a pass on the left baseline. First turnover of the second half for E&H, their 7th of the game. 77-57, Eagles by 20. Bilbray between the rings with 5 minutes to go. Bilbray defended by Smith. Bilbray 15 and 14, content to milk clock. Bilbray accelerates to the free throw line, bounces to Illick left block, turns, shoots right hand, left it long. Fry an offensive rebound, gets it out to Bilbray, head of the key. He drives. Bilbray to the hole with the right hand, with a kiss off glass. 14 for Bilbray. 79-57, Eagles by 22 with 4:32 to play in the second half. E&H front court. Dixon on the drive. Browder rejected it, but a whistle and a foul. Browder got the ball clean, but he got him with the body. Second on Browder. Third on the Eagles. Browder met Dixon at the summit, but Dixon gets a pair of free throws to try to chip away at this 22-point Eagle lead with 4:28 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman shot 58% from the field for the game. Dixon clanks the first off the back of the rim, no good. And Carson-Newman a 9 of 14 effort from beyond the arc. Plus 12 on the glass, 22 assists on 30 made buckets. Eagles doing a lot of things right in this one. 9 turnovers for the Eagles. Second one for Dixon, swishes it. 21-point game. 79-58 with 4:28 to go in the second half. Full court pressure on for the Wasps. Bilbray has it. He'll get up the right sideline against Jaden Andrew. Smith switches to him as Bilbray takes it on the right wing. Bilbray, stop, pop, free throw line, 15-footer, rattles out front side. Fry, an offensive rebound, pivots, passes Bilbray head of the key. Around to Browder, left wing, triple, bottom! Jack Browder has 21, his 51st career 20-point game, and the lead back to 24, 82-58. Loose ball on the other end, Fry a steal. 82-58 Eagles, 3:50 to play in the second half. Wasps turn it over for an 8th time. Browder, left point, drives on Dixon, now backs him down, turns, right hand, fading, free throw line, no. Illick palms the rebound over to Fry. Second chance for the Eagles. They've got 15 second chance points, looking for more. 10 to shoot for Matt Bilbray. Bilbray, crossover on Smith and a whistle and a foul. First on Smith, 7th on the Wasps. Brings us to a break in the action. 3:22 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman, 82. Emory and Henry, 58. Eagles in control. Wasps haven't made a shot from the field in the last 2.5 minutes. We're back to Holt Fieldhouse for the final 3:22. Eagles looking for win 16 of the season here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
3:22 to play in the second half, 82-58. Carson-Newman by 24. Eagles have led wire to wire in this one and by as many as 30. It's two teams, at least in the RPI in the Southeast region, two top 11 teams based on RPI. Bilbray swishes the first free throw. He's got 15 points for the Eagles. Carson-Newman 11 of 12 at the line as a team, and he rolls in the second. So Bilbray exits for Colin Brown. You got Brown, Browder, Gordiansky, Hauk, and Herman on the floor for Carson-Newman. Bolton, Andrew, Curley, Cabero, and Hughes for the Wasps. Gordiansky grabs a miss in the middle of the lane, much to the pleasure of the Holt Fieldhouse crowd to get him on the stat sheet. Eagles bring it right to left after the miss by Andrew. Browder left wing. Browder backs down Jaden Andrew, turns right into the lane, drops the shoulder, left hand, circles it up. A smooch off glass, counted and one. Classic Jack Browder, a second personal on Andrew, an 8th team foul on the Wasps. Browder has 23, and he'll head to the line looking to continue a 7-0 Eagles scoring run. Up 86-58 with 2:55 to go in the second half. 7-0 run for the Eagles. Carson-Newman, the big blow was an 18-2 burst spanning the halftime break. One more free throw for Jack Browder. Lobs it up and swishes it. He exits with his 51st career 20-point night, 24 to be exact, and his program record 38th career double-double with 12 rebounds. Isaac Stamper replaces him. 87-58 Eagles with 2:50 to play in the second half. Wasps go out to Steger around to the right corner for Arias. Arias inside, he lays it in around Colin Brown. 87-60, Wasps down 27. That's ENH's first field goal in 3 minutes. Brown over the timeline, right side. Takes it to the left point. Defended by Arias. That's Stamper, middle of the lane. Kick out Botts, right wing. Botts tries a triple, and he buries it. Botts hits the 11th three of the game for the Eagles on the 16th attempt, and Carson-Newman has matched its biggest lead at 30. 3 off the mark from the right point for Arias. Gordiansky a rebound. He's tied up with Cabero. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Wasps. 2:09 to play in the second half. 90-60. Eagles by 30. Carson-Newman shot 58% from the field, limited ENH to 36% shooting, and done work plus 15 on the glass as well. Bolton will inbound left baseline for Emory and Henry. Bolton gets it into the left corner for Arias. Out to the top of the key. Brown steals it away. 9th turnover for the Wasps. Eagles bring it right to left, ahead by 30. Brown down the left side of the lane. He stumbles, lost the handle on it. It's out of bounds. Turnover number 10 for Carson-Newman. That giveaway means that the Eagles will not have their first 3-game stretch with single-digit turnovers in 12 years. ENH front court. Steger out to the left wing for Cabero. Cabero step back straight on 3, rattles it in. 11th three of the game for ENH. 11 of 31 to be exact. 90-63, Eagles by 27 with 97 seconds left in the second half. Carson-Newman has it front court. Brown off to Botts left wing. Botts looks inside to Stamper, drops it off to him. Stamper beats and bangs inside, tosses across the paint. It's intercepted by Curley. Curley into the front court, dribble handoff, Bolton right wing. Bolton wants a 3 ball, and he buries it. 75 seconds left. ENH is on a 6-0 run to cut it to 24. 90-66 with 67 seconds left in the second half. Carson-Newman front court, you got a whistle and a foul. An offensive foul on Isaac Stamper away from the ball. First on Stamper, 4th on the Eagles. 63 seconds left in the ball, back to Emory and Henry. Bolton, bounce feed inside, intercepted by Herman. Herman off to the races. Down the right side of the lane, he's fouled. Got a shot off. We'll see if he was in the act of shooting. Bolton commits his first personal. The 9th on Emory and Henry. And not in the act of shooting, so it'll be 1-1 for Jace Herman. And we get to see his first career free throw for the product of Notre Dame and Chattanooga. Herman, 2 points on the season, looking for his third here. The front end of the 1-and-1 is up and long off the heel. Curley tracks down the rebound, left elbow. Wasps bring it left to right. Right wing, Bolton heaves up a three, and he buries it. 9 straight for E&H. It's a 21-point game. 90-69 with 47 seconds left. There's a 20-second difference, shot clock to game clock, as Colin Brown walks it across the timeline. He's got different shoes on. Blue and pink on the left, green and yellow on the right. Gives off to Herman, right wing. Herman drives and is tripped by Cross Arias. First on Arias, the 10th on the Wasps. 2 free throws for Jace Herman. So Herman to the line to shoot 2. His first one swishes in. 91-69, Eagles by 22. One more free throw for Jace Herman, and he sinks it. Career points, 3 and 4 for Herman. 92-69, Eagles by 23 with 30 seconds left. Right wing heave from 3 is off the mark for Steger. Herman the rebound, and he races front court. Shot clock is off. Eagles go 4 corners to dribble out the final moments in this one. Chuck Benson says hold it. Botts defended tightly by Steger. Near the timeline, he gives up to Herman. 10 seconds left. Carson-Newman in fine fettle tonight in Holt Fieldhouse. Wire-to-wire winners. The Eagles over the Wasps, 92-69. The final for Carson-Newman over Emory and Henry. Eagles are now 16-9 on the year, 11-8 in sack play, while the Wasps fall to 14-11 and 9-10 in league play. 92-69, Eagles leave no doubt in this one. Quality birthday present for Chuck Benson. He gets to celebrate with a 23-point win at home over Emory and Henry. Domino's post-game report heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Bring it backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with 2 hands.
Your Stats Breakdown, a conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
High quality, 40-minute effort from Carson-Newman tonight. Eagles prevail 92-69 over the Emory and Henry Wasps. A wire-to-wire win for Carson-Newman. The Eagles get their 4th wire-to-wire win of the season. King, Lees, McCray, Coker, and now Emory and Henry, all 4 of those coming here inside of Holt Fieldhouse and pick something. It went Carson-Newman's way today. Eagles shot the ball incredibly well, 58% from the field and 68.8% from beyond the arc. Second best three-point shooting percentage in school history for a single game. Only turned it over 12 times. Outscored, ENH did catch up to Carson-Newman. 15-13, Wasp did outscore Carson-Newman in points off turnovers. But the Eagles, probably the bigger thing, Carson-Newman missed 24 shots. ENH missed 40 shots. Carson-Newman and ENH were even on offensive rebounds, and the Eagles had a 17-10 advantage in second chance points. That was big for Carson-Newman. And then just a complete effort. Jack Browder, 24. He leads all scorers with his 51st career 20-point night. Double-double, number 38 for Browder with 12 rebounds. Passed Emmanuel Terry, by the way, of Lincoln Memorial for 7th on the league's all-time rebounding charts. Braden Illick had 21 points, and he was really efficient. His second 20-point game of the season and the 5th of his career. 8 of 12 from the field and 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. Khalees Fry, 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting to go along with 8 boards and 4 assists. Matt Bilbray came to life in the second half and had 16 points and 4 assists. Carson-Newman, pick anything. And it is in the Eagles' favor in this one. ENH got 13 points from Corbin Dixon, 12 from Jackson Crawford, and 11 apiece from Smith and Bolton. That 11 from Smith is a new career high, and he made his second and third career threes as the Eagles limited the Wasps to 38.5% shooting to win this one running away. Just a dominant effort for the Eagles in a win over Emory and Henry. So Carson-Newman gets the job done. The Eagles are now 16-9 on the year and 11-8 in South Atlantic Conference play as the complete effort gets them a quality region win as well. Again, these teams, if you go by the metrics that the NCAA releases, would be 10th and 11th in RPI in the region, and not just this an important win for Carson-Newman, but a a statement win as well with how the Eagles performed for 40 minutes. Shooting the ball well, defending well, it all adds up to a high-level win for Carson-Newman over the Emory and Henry Wasps. So we're going to step aside for a break. When we return, Chuck Benson steps to the microphone. That is after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Back on the Domino's post-game report, Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson as the Eagles prevail. High-quality 92-69 win for Carson-Newman over the Emory and Henry Wasps. I'm joined courtside by a grizzled, old, cantankerous, what other adjectives do I want to use? Wizened.
Yes. More?
Compunctious. Famished.
That for sure.
Ancient individual.
Thank you, Cap. It is my birthday.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
It is my birthday. I never thought I'd get to 40. It took me forever to get to 40.
Yeah, 40. That's rich.
That's rich.
What is this, your second year with an AARP card? Third year with an AARP card.
Yeah, hey, I've earned it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
What a performance for the birthday boy.
Yeah.
Wire-to-wire win. You shot the ball well. You rebounded the ball well. You took pretty good care of the basketball for the first 38 minutes of the game. What did you see from your team to build a lead and then improve upon it in the second half?
They beat us soundly earlier this year up in Virginia, and we knew it was going to be a real challenge. But I liked our guys' prep the last 2 days. I liked the fact we came out and just sort of set a tone from the jump, defensively speaking. And really just never let them get feeling comfortable. Once we got up, what was it, 19 at the break, something like that, I knew it was going to be hard to sustain, but our guys still still sort of did that for the most part. And so, I give the credit to our guys, their attitude, their confidence, their determination, resiliency for 40 against a good club, man. They got 2 kids that are top 10 in our league in scoring. And I thought we impacted both of them in a big time way today, and made it difficult for them to be efficient. So again, kudos to our players.
You allude to that. Corbin Dixon finishes with 13, 4-7 from the field. He did make all 3 of his threes.
Yep.
But not a high volume of shots for a guy that averages 17 a game. And then Jackson Crawford, less than efficient, 12 for him on 5 of 13 shooting. Utilized a good chunk of man today. How did that cause problems for those 2 specifically?
I thought Khalees was just an absolute presence defensively. And then I thought Bill was on Crawford, did some good things. It was really more of a team approach, man. We were guarding the ball well. We were protecting the paint. That's the reason we won the free throw battle. And there was some really nice organic scramble scenarios that our guys orchestrated that really paid off and minimized advantage any advantage actually that NH was searching for. When they would get a momentary advantage, we would just sort of neutralize it more than not. So I just thought it was a really strong defensive performance. At the very end, we started making a lot of substitutions and played everybody, which we've not done that at all this year. We can play everybody. So it took a little bit of a dive there at the end, and that's unacceptable. But as you said, for 36 minutes, I was pretty happy.
You alluded to Khalees being a presence. He keyed an offensive rebounding effort.
Yeah.
There aren't many games where a guy finishes with 8 rebounds and 3/4 of them are on the offensive glass. What stands out to you about the work that you did, plus 14 on the glass today?
He was just unbelievable. He was determined. He was not going to be denied. His timing was impeccable. He was just, I don't know how he was doing it, but he did it 6 times for us. Did it effectively 6 times, and we were able to capitalize. I don't know what we scored on those.
It's 17 second chance points.
There you go. So kudos to him for that specifically.
You shot the three ball incredibly well today. 68.8% is a new school record for three-point efficiency with double-digit makes, 11 of 16, besting the mark that you had last season at Emory and Henry when you went 15 of 22. What made the action and those shots so efficient tonight?
Well, most of it goes back to our commitment as a team to get a lot of practice in. Our guys get shots in practice. Our guys get shots up out of practice. And it's been an ongoing, 6-7 week process that we're seeing some real payoff now. And I mean, I can't say that it's anything but the work, man. The work and the investment and then the confidence, because you know how it goes, man. When you work, you're having more confidence in what you're doing. Then you have a guy like Braden just there and makes 5 of them. We've always known he can do that, and we're so happy for him in that regards because he's a guy that's so capable, and he's not shot it from the 3 like he did today. But boy, he looked just uber confident there, and I know he likes what we're like telling him to pull. We want him to take those shots, so he knows we have confidence in him as well.
So many things to unpack in this one. So many good things. 24 assists on 33 made baskets. Rylan Hauk leads all assisters with a career-high 7. Jack Browder was on triple-double watch for a while. He finishes with 6 assists. And then Khalees Fry matches a career high with 4 assists. What's it say when so many different guys are sharing the ball at such a high level? And the guys that you would normally expect. Yeah. Matt Bilbray finishes with 4, right on his average. Braden Illick with 2. If you're going to say you have 24 assists, I'd say, those 2 are probably going to have, 7 and 6. But came from different places passing today.
It's evidence of trust. That's what it is. You want to look for clues. If a team trusts each other, watch how they share the ball. And when you share the ball offensively, what you're saying is we want to put the ball in the basket. Now, obviously, we have some guys that can put the ball in the basket, a Jack Browder, a Bill Bray, others, but we're playing synergistically together and sharing the ball. I love our quality of shot in those situations. There he is. He's been beat to death again.
He doesn't like how loud the music is.
Yeah, he does.
He's
got sensitive ears.
Jack
but that's
Browder
okay.
turns the music down when he comes up. He said, these vibes are too hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's hilarious is I had already turned it down earlier, but not enough.
Not quite enough.
For Jack
Not quite
Browder's
enough.
apparent sensitive ears.
Yes. Hey, but, Jack has earned the right
He can
to have
do that.
control of the knob.
He does. Jack can absolutely control the knob as much as he wants.
I agree.
If it's too loud for him, Jack Browder can turn it down.
Every day.
I won't let him turn it up too high. I don't want to blow the speakers and hold.
Look at Houck down there with his smoked sausages. I think that could, in hindsight, what could be an unsung hero this season has been Bubba's smoked sausages.
You needed something. We haven't talked about this this year, but I have missed John Zhao on the floor, but nowhere near as much as I've missed his mother,
Oh, my
Mary,
goodness.
and the food that she would prepare.
Shame on you for mentioning that and putting me
In
momentarily in
Well,
a
you know
state
what?
of sadness.
You know
Morning.
what? You know what? I've wanted all day to ruin your birthday, and I've been looking for ways to do it. And that feels like a pretty good way to know that you can't eat.
Credit to you for being so nefarious, Cav. Diabolical. An evil genius.
That's my goal.
An evil genius. To mention Sweet Mary Zal's home cooking, which you and I both ate from her table an excessive amount of
That's
times
true.
for 4 years.
That's right.
The only thing, that'll happen again, though. It'll happen.
It will.
When we least expect it, she'll show up with some,
I trust
some
that
treats.
It will. You brought up Jack Browder. We're going to throw Jack Browder's name in with another name, one of the all-time greats in South Atlantic Conference history, Emmanuel Terry.
Ooh.
He has passed the LMU Player of the Year on the league's all-time rebounding charts. 7th all-time in league history
Wow.
for boards, now with 862 for his career.
Man.
So much can be said about Jack, but his rebounding felt effortless at times today. And to bypass a name like Terry's just bonkers.
At one point there in that game, second half, I looked at our bench. I said, I hope you all really watch closely at how hard that guy plays, that guy being Jack. I'm telling you, man, if it's a one-on-one situation, I'll bet on him 100% of the time. If it's a two-on-one situation, I'm going to bet him 99.9% of the time. If it's a three-on-one, 99. I'll give them three guys a 1% chance. He's one of the most determined, competitive human beings I've ever been around. And how do you clone that? I don't know. If I could, I would. But I'm hoping some of our other guys here are watching and say, you know what, man, I want to be like that guy when it comes to competitiveness and toughness and consistency of competitiveness and toughness, because that just he really is the standard, man. And I'm saying that along with Sawyer Williams and Antoine Davis was a tough dude. There's been others. But Jack Browder, man, it's just, even after 4 years with the dude, I'm still, there's times when I'm just sort of like shaking my head during the game, like, I can't believe I just saw him do that. And nobody even knows. He took a direct punch to the face. He's got an abrasion underneath his right eye. Nobody even knows these things. Like, you don't. Most guys would be down for it'd be at least a standing 8 count, potentially a TKO. He just goes right on about his business.
Was that on the exchange when he got tied up for a jump ball after a rebound?
It was early in the first. I mean, I think it was even for the first meet. He a direct
That's
pop.
not the moment I'm thinking
pop
of
to the face, and yet he will not be denied, man. And we need more of that as we move forward this year. And I would say that's something that we will continue to emphasize as we wrap up this year from everyone.
So much went right in this game. And now you turn your attention to the road, your final road game of 2026, a trip to Eliezer Arena to take on a Newberry team that was beaten at the buzzer at Wingate on an Alex Godley jumper. How do you compartmentalize this one, improve upon this one, knowing how good Newberry is fighting for one of the final spots in the league tournament?
You've said it, man. Going to Newberry is always a challenge. They're big, they're athletic, they're veteran. We've got to have a day of recovery tomorrow with some prep. Turn around, get a day of practicing Friday, get on the road on Friday, and get on down the road for an afternoon tip. We played well here the first time we beat them. But Drake Downs is right behind Jack in terms he's number 2 scorer in this conference. And what he had 20 on us the second half here, I believe. 20, 21.
Career high 29, I think, for the game.
Yeah, so he's a problem, and we know that it will be difficult. We also know what we have in front of us. The region polls came out today, and we're in that consideration position. But we've got to continue to compete and give ourselves the absolute best chance to position properly in the conference tournament. And that means you got to continue to perform at a high level and give yourself the best chance to win games.
Chuck, pleasure as always. I hope you have a terrible final 2 hours and 22 minutes of your birthday. Hope you're absolutely miserable.
I won't be, because I'm going to go eat some Georgia Boy sausages right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, Chuck, congrats. That's the birthday boy, Chuck Benson. As Carson-Newman beats the Emory and Henry Wasp by a final score of 92-69. Time now for our premier player of the game. That's Braden Illick. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. We continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside our premier player of the game, Braden Illick. Braden, let's get you in frame. Scoot just a little,
sorry,
just
my
a little
fault.
bit.
Sorry.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're used to creating some separation at the head of the key with some screen and roll action. You don't need to get that far away.
Yeah, my fault. It's on me.
Man, what a shooting performance. For you as an individual and for Carson-Newman as a team. Didn't take a ton of threes, but you set the single-game record for three-point percentage, 68.8% on 11 of 16 shooting. You go 5 of 8 for your 5th career 20-point game. What clicked for this team shooting the ball so well, both from inside and outside the arc?
Well, I think most importantly, we just got to the paint first, and we get kick-out threes. We try to touch the paint, and we just made shots.
Did so at a very high rate. Early on, weren't taking a ton of threes. I think it took the first 12 minutes of the game before this team fired its 3rd three of the contest. Everything was inside. How did that happen?
I think it's mostly just because of Boston coverage. We try to get short rolls and just play behind them and with cuts. And if the three was open, then a skip pass would happen. But really just because of Boston coverage, I feel like.
Share the ball well at a really high level. Shockingly, you only have 2 assists. Normally when Carson-Newman has 24, the default expectation would be you have more than 2, but at the same time you've shot a team-high 12 shots, so I suppose it balances out. But everybody was sharing the ball well today. Khalees Fry has a career-high 4 assists. Rylan Halko, career-high 7 assists. What's that say about the nature of this team, that there is that level of trust from everybody on the floor?
Yeah, we're just clicking right now. We all trust each other, and we try to share the ball as much as we can. Same thing as trying to get to the paint, everything, trying to kick it back out and share the ball. We just trust each other.
In this game, E&H had tied it at 6 for the first time. Then you rattled off a 9-0 burst. You followed that up with an 18-2 run spanning the halftime break. What keyed those scoring surges today?
Yeah, we just stayed focused. I feel like throughout the game, stayed locked in, and ultimately it paid off.
Turn your attention to the road. Newberry on Saturday, final road game of the season. How do you improve upon this one heading to the Eliezer Arena and the Wolves on Saturday?
Just look at film, get better, and go from there.
All right, Braden, thanks for the time.
Thanks,
Congrats on the win. That is our premier player of the game, Braden Illick. We'll close out the Domino's post-game report with Khalees Fry, as Carson-Newman gets a 92-69 win over E&H. Other scores from the league: Anderson is pulled away from Catawba, up 79-65 with 7:11 to go. in the second half. LR's up 30 on Coker, 86-56 with 7:41 to go in the second half. Lincoln Memorial beating Mars Hill 62-52, 5:32 to play in that second half. And, of course, the other two games that went final. UVA Wise trailed by 6 with 2.5 minutes to go, but used a 7-0 run and a bucket from Cy Hardy with 20 seconds left to beat the Pioneers 83-81. And then Wingate wins at the buzzer on an Alex Godley jumper on a putback attempt on a Nos Berry miss to beat Newberry 68-66. We continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside Khalees Fry. Khalees, just an absolute monster on the offensive glass today. 6 offensive rebounds, 8 for the day to go along with 16 points and a career high 4 assists. What made a difference for you here today?
Honestly, just being in the right spots, just being available, being able to get offensive rebounds. We've been talking about daggering a lot, which is kicking the ball back out after you get them, just to give us more opportunities to get more in case we miss. And that's just been the story. It
has been an element of your game that I think has developed here, especially in the second semester. 6 offensive rebounds on 8 boards today. And Carson-Newman as a team, 17 second chance points on 9 offensive rebounds for a team that shot 58% from the field. How deflating can it be for an opponent when you're shooting the ball that well, but also getting and converting on that many second chance opportunities?
It can be very deflating. We've learned it firsthand, like earlier in the season. So just knowing that we have the ability to do the same to other teams has been really great for us.
Shared the ball at a really high level. 24 assists on 33 made baskets. You and Rylan Howe with new career highs for assists. On a day where Matt Bilbray does get his season average for assists, but Braden Illick just 2. Granted, he was also the benefactor of a ton of those passes,
yeah.
So that's not a knock on his passing. Why was this team able to share the ball so well from so many different people?
Just playing together as a team. Like that's all you can really say. Being unselfish, knowing when to cut, when to share the ball. It's just a big team effort, and we all understand that. So
you head to Newberry for your final road game of 2026. The Wolves lost at the buzzer to Wingate on the road today. How do you apply the lessons learned from this one headed on the road for the final time this season?
Just rebounds. that's all I can say.
More rebounds.
More rebounds. More opportunities to get more points and more opportunities to share the ball and play together as a team. But it also starts with stops as well.
All right, please. Thanks for the time. Congrats.
Thank you.
That is Khalees Fry as Carson-Newman beats Emory and Henry 92-69. The Eagles are now 16-9 on the year, 11-8 in league play, while the Wasps drop to 14-11 and 9-10 in South Atlantic Conference play. Carson-Newman will go ahead and choose our AEC electrifying play of the day, and it goes to Jack Browder's and one in the waning stages to get him to 24 points. Our AEC electrifying play of the day brought to you by AEC, member-owned and service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer, you are a co-op member. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics comes your way on Friday. Conference baseball at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 2 o'clock first pitch between Carson-Newman and Lenore Rhine. That series wraps up at noon on Saturday. And we have Carson-Newman softball's debut in Jefferson City at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Eagles take on the King Tornado Saturday at 1. And then rounding out things with the Carson-Newman basketball doubleheader at Newberry. Women's game at 2, men's game at 4. We're on the air at 1:45 p.m. from Eliezer Arena with the AEC countdown to tip-off for the women's game. For our entire cast and crew today, our director, Ava El Halou, our replay operator, Jay West, our camera crew with Mitzi Ayala, Dayton Jernigan, Kennedy Goins, and Connor Wilkes, as well as Skip Roberts running the show back inside of Network Control. Voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers. I'm Adam Cavalier, saying once again, thanks for joining us here tonight from Holt Fieldhouse. Final score, Carson-Newman 92, Emory and Henry 69. We'll talk to you on Saturday. Until then, have a pleasant rest of your Wednesday, and good night from Holt Fieldhouse.
You've been listening to the Domino's post-game report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Brianna, she's just a girl, DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagle Sports Network.